stretch. Yo, what's up friends? Welcome back to this week's video. If you're new here, what's up? My name's Nicole and I make weekly videos on personal finance, investing, self-development, and other fun and interesting stuff. So in my first actual video on this channel, I talked about how Rich Dad, Poor Dad was the start of my journey to financial independence. Like, it was my financial wokening book. It taught me a lot and it served as the foundation of a lot of the things I say in my videos. I don't have the book anymore because I sold it to my friend, but I wrote notes for each chapter in this notebook. So for this video, I want to talk about the 5 main lessons I got from reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad and how I apply that to my finances, as well as how I go through life in general. And also, watch until the end because I have a small surprise. So the first lesson I got was asking yourself, how can I afford it? Kiyosaki cuentos that he actually has 2 dads. So his actual dad has a PhD and is earning a big salary. He's earning a lot of money. But he labeled him as a poor dad. And so he has a friend named Mike. The dad wasn't necessarily rich, but then he would teach Robert and Mike when they were younger business lessons, finance lessons, essentially how to get rich with money. He labeled Mike's dad Rich Dad. Rich Dad would eventually become the richest man in Hawaii. More about that in the story, no spoilers. So whenever Robert wanted something, his poor dad would always get mad at him. He would always scold him like, don't buy that, we can't afford this. You want this? You can't afford it, don't buy it, don't even dream about it. But Rich Dad encouraged Robert. So Rich Dad said, so if you want to buy a certain thing, you need to ask yourself, how can I afford it? No matter what it is, if it's just like something that's a stupid toy or something, it doesn't matter. If there's something that you want, you need to be able to find ways to earn your own money so that you can afford that. So this small mindset shift is actually so powerful, and it's how I make a lot of decisions nowadays. If there's something that you want, you need to be able to figure out what it is you need to do in order to get you what you want. It's not just in terms of money, finding ways to earn money, but it's more of just taking action in general, working towards your goals and things that you want to achieve. Whenever you tell yourself you can't afford it kasi, or you can't do something because XYZ, Robert says that you're automatically making yourself lazy. You're making your mind lazy. When you ask yourself, how can I afford it? That forces you to think more creatively. This is something that I want. I really want it. How can I get that? What do I need to do in order to get that? So personally, I'm still a student, no, but I don't want to wait until I graduate and land a job before I start earning money. We live in the age of the internet. There's so many ways to make money. We're not going to talk about that in this video, but yeah, there's a lot of ways to earn money to get you what you want. Like, there's no one perfect way to make money. I get messages also like, what's the business you recommend for me to start? I don't know. I don't know what opportunities are around you. I don't know what skills you have. You need to find ways to take advantage of the things around you, the opportunities around you, and earn money that way. What can you do with the things that you have currently? Next, he talks about the dangers of becoming too financially dependent. It's common advice, especially for us students, to hear that we need to study really well in order to land high-paying jobs, the best-paying jobs with the best benefits. So that's what a lot of people usually strive towards now. I want to work in the biggest company so I can earn the most salary. But Rich Dad Poor Dad says that seeking higher salaries and benefits make you super financially dependent, financially needy. He argues that it makes your mind lazy and it makes you stagnant. It's a bit depending on how you interpret it. I don't fully agree, no, because people strive for higher salaries so that they can live more comfortably or be able to better provide for their family. But this is how I interpret this instead. What's wrong with financial dependence? What's so bad about it? Something I'm worried about also is when money starts to have a significant control over your decisions. When you make decisions solely based on the money. And that's usually when you get trapped to a certain job that doesn't necessarily treat you well, but just because it pays you high, you stay. And that can be both a good or a bad thing. But one of the key things, the one that he really puts emphasis on, is that you shouldn't work for money. You don't work for money. You need to find ways to make money work for you. That's what happens when you invest, when you make your money grow. It's not just you working for money anymore so that you can earn. It's your money making you more money. Don't become too financially dependent. You need to break free from those chains and those kinds of things. So earning is important, no? Siyempre, it's an important factor when making decisions on what job you should pick, on what industry you should do, what course, those kinds of things. But more than the money, sinabi niya na you need to seek work for what you will learn more than what you will earn. More important is how the certain job that you're doing will help develop you as a person. So think about that, maybe career progression wise. Like, this is where I'm starting now, but let's think 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. How does this career path, or how will this work, really progress me as a person and in my professional work? And this point, this lesson really connects to investing in yourself more than just the money portion. You need to start investing in yourself to develop your skills, develop your knowledge, develop your mindset, those kinds of things. He emphasizes that the only real asset is your mind, is your brain. You are your highest return on investment. So you need to work extra to really develop yourself as a person. You are your highest return on your investment. Whatever you learn when you invest in yourself, those are the things that can never be taken away from you. Those things are with you forever. No one can take that away. So the point of not working for money ties in to the third point, which is you need to get out of the rat race. So the rat race is essentially parang pecha de peligro. When you live paycheck to paycheck. When you work really, really hard, you earn a salary, and then you just blow it on things that you don't necessarily need. Like, we have this pecha de peligro culture. We normalize it, that it's normal that you don't know how to manage your money, you don't know how to budget. A lot of people fall into this trap because of what's called this endless lifestyle inflation. Remember, you earn more money, you get promoted, then you start spending more money. You get promoted in your job, you get a lot of salary, you suddenly buy a new phone, a new car, a new house, ganun. And people tend to think that the only solution to this, the only fix to this problem that will help them stop living paycheck to paycheck, that helps them get out of the rat race, is if and only if they win the lotto. If they suddenly receive a large amount of capital, then that will fix all of their problems. But that's not really the case. More money won't guarantee that it will fix all of your problems. What money does is that it just amplifies your existing finance habits. If you don't know how to manage 1,000 pesos, 10,000 pesos, 100,000 pesos, then how will you ever be able to manage 1 million pesos, 10 million pesos, 100 million pesos? How do you do that? It gets more and more complicated the more money you have. So it's important that even though you have a small sum of money, you already learn how to manage that. Whenever you work on managing your finances, it's not just for the sake of you're an adult, so you need to do this. But more than that, when you manage your personal finances, when you have an emergency fund, when you have investments, these things will help you get out of the trap of the rat race that a lot of people are stuck in. Next, fourth point emphasized in the book is the need to build assets that generate you a cash flow that will be able to pay for your needs and your wants. So instead of relying just on income to pay for your expenses, you also rely on the cash flow that's generated by assets. In the book, he differentiates assets versus liabilities. It's keep it simple accounting. This is not proper accounting. But when you think about assets are just the things that put money in your wallet, while liabilities are those that take money out of your wallet. So very simple, assets generate you money, while liabilities make you bleed money. For rich people, what they do is that when they receive a source of income, they put that immediately into the asset column. They put it into investments. And whatever income the investment makes for them is the one that's being used to pay for the expenses. So like, stonks move. So the point here is making your money work for you. Make it into an employee, a money soldier, so that you can earn more money. And then number 5, very, very important, we talk about investments a lot, is that you need to make sure that you understand your investments. Don't put your money into something that you don't understand, no matter the money-making potential it has. When choosing what you invest in, what business it is, whatever platform it is, you need to be aware, how does this platform generate me profit? How does this work? If I put money in, what exactly do they do that enables them to generate that kind of profit for me? Does it make sense? Is it kind of sketchy? There's a lot of scams out there. There's a lot of pyramid scams, Ponzi scams that prey on people who are financially illiterate, who don't necessarily understand the investment but want to grow their money. When investing, you need to be aware that there are always risks involved, no matter the kind of investment. It's not all just like butterflies, rainbows, that you will always get the guaranteed return. There's no such thing as a guaranteed return, especially on riskier investments. There's always a risk, so be mindful of that na lang. Rich Dad Poor Dad says that more than avoiding risk altogether, because you're gonna miss out on opportunities, if you avoid risk, you need to learn how to manage risk instead. Educate yourself. It helps you manage that risk. If you understand how does this work, what happens to the money, blah, blah, blah. I get a lot of comments down in the description. I get a lot of messages. Is this platform legit? Can you look at this? This legit? I can't check everything for you. You need to do your own research. What does this do? Is this a multi-level marketing scheme? Is this a networking scheme? What do they do with the money? How can they afford to give me that much money? Is this business sustainable? When you invest in stocks, these are actual businesses that serve actual customers. Investments aren't money-making machines. It's not like you put your money and guaranteed when you wake up overnight, 5 years, there's a guaranteed return. It's not like that. There's more that happens behind the scenes, so you need to be aware. You need to be critical of the things that you're putting your money in. It's your hard-earned money, so you need to be careful where you put it. But yeah, very important na talaga ang level of financial education because everyone interacts with money. It's hard because money tends to be a taboo topic, especially in Filipino culture. We need to talk about how to manage it better so we can avoid the usual problems we have about money, the usual conflicts and stuff like that. So the featured comments for this video is by Yulissa. So Yulissa says that it's 1 a.m. and instead of reading my accounting books, here I am binge watching your vlogs. Matulog ka na, oh my god. Thank you so much for watching me in the middle of the night. You need your sleep, yo. Next is by Aya Shana. Watching you... She says that she was watching mukbang YouTube videos and came across one of my videos. Now she's binge watching and learning so much. Mukbang and finances. Why not? Get that bread. And thank you for not skipping the ads. Now, if you're still watching, very few people get to this part of the video. I have a gift for you. So to thank you for watching until this part, there's a link in the description to download the PDF copy of Rich Dad Poor Dad so that you don't need to go out and buy anymore. You can just enjoy that PDF copy. Download it and may it serve as a financial wokening book for you as well. Joy! As always, you guys can follow me on Instagram. I post stories there almost every day. Like the Facebook page, join the Discord server. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys learned something new. I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Yo, what's up friends? Welcome back to this week's video. Nope. Don't seek work for what you will learn. Ano? What? What? I think I need to redo this. I don't understand what I'm saying. Stupid bird, shut up! Ang ingay ng mga ibon.